Hello, everyone. We're going to start it off with the New York Stock Exchange following Thursday's stock market session because this was the most violent switch in our signals on Wednesday, right? Nope, Tuesday. So we switched to a sell signal on this index, and within 2 days, boom, we immediately reverse it. That's a sign of an extremely, extremely strong market. And once again, it's another, not a real false sell signal, but out of all the previous sell signals that we've received on this index, that was the quickest one to reverse. So this might be the most powerful rally we get coming up. And I tell you what, my long positions look great. So and tons of other stocks do, so whatever. And on top of that, you can see here TSV and MACD is continuing to come down, and that's beautiful. That means that we're just getting further oversold despite the huge move today, and that's just awesome overall. So there's nothing I can say about today being bad, except for on the New York Stock Exchange, you can see volume was lower than the day before, but luckily it never matters. So who cares, right? Okay. S&P 500 retook its 50-day moving average, so that model is obviously switching to a neutral signal, but you might as well throw it into a buy signal. A buy signal will need to be retake of the high a day of the 10th, then boom, that's back under buy. The Dow Jones Industrial Average also, there we go. There's a real strength line. Because I'm going to need, I forgot that it measures against S&P 500. But the Dow Jones Industrial Average also retook its 50-day moving average, heavier volume than the day before. That is excellent. You can also see TSV and MACD is still coming down overall. So it's great to see us moving like we moved today. The NASDAQ also, look at the oscillator. It's still racing down on TSV and MACD, yet we found support basically above the 50-day moving average. Excellent, excellent action. NASDAQ 100, basically the identical situation. And the best of them all, the Russell 2000. Now, I have the relative strength line on this chart to show you. Look at how strong this relative strength line is in the Russell 2000. Look at the index today, up 1.72%, almost at new highs already, while the NYSE is still below its 50-day moving average, and 500 Dow Jones just retook it. That tells me that this move is very broad. The advanced decline lines hitting new highs. It's just very, very, very strong market. And on top of that, the McClellan oscillator on Telechart is reading it's still at negative 49. So we're considered still very oversold despite today's big rally. And you can see also MACD and TSV is coming down, switching over to RSI and stochastics. You can see that they're coming down to the mid-range. NYSE, we're starting to get into oversold levels now, so everything is lined up there. Now, moving on to the stock front, we did have a full sell trigger today. Z, my full sell triggered intraday yesterday, so that was all out. And then, unbelievably, can you believe STM? I mean, oh my God, these speculative positions just, whatever. I don't care. I really don't care. But I do care. I care more than whatever. I want to say that I care. But damn it, STM, it failed also, but it hasn't fully failed. Me, where did I put my final sell stop level? 911. Where did I get filled? 910. Where did it bottom? 905. Where did it close? 916. Perfect. Great. But on an end-of-day basis, STM is still a 50% sell. It's still a hold because volume was lower. Volume would have been heavier than the day before. It'd be a full sell. And also, you have to remember, we got a good fill basically in the morning. I didn't. Look at what the high day is. Where do you think I got filled? So, speculative stocks continue to confound me beyond all practical measures that I can quantify. EGRX also today was up 17%. I want to remind everybody this was a long consideration here, but the only thing is that if I would have put my limit order at 1954, it wouldn't have hit the next day anyway. But this was a long signal here. I ended up passing on it anyway, but let's pretend like it does hit 1954 and I do get long. Once again, what did I just miss out on? 132% gain. So look at EGRX, look at CRMD, look at CBMG, and just realize that I am really screwing it up. And on top of that, another one just did that, PARR. PARR was a long signal here. I saw that it had earnings coming up, so I passed on it, or else I was really considering it because I really like this technical pattern. A few more days go by and it's looking like that's correct, like, okay, maybe I should have bought it, but not really telling before earnings. And then after earnings, whoops. So whatever. I don't pick those and I pick these. What are you going to do? Now tonight, though, I actually have three new long positions and very high quality. CY breaking out of an ascending base pattern on absolutely huge volume. So this is a 5% long signal because not only is it can slim, but it's confirmed in a ton of different charts. I had by a ton scans, I mean. By ton, I mean at least two others. And then there's FSLR. FSLR, amazing looking chart pattern. There wasn't a lot of volume today, but this one's in my CanSlim scan, and this one showed up in a couple of BOP scans, showed up in a high price scan, and it showed up in I think that's it. It might have. Oh, and it was also in the pre-perfect spec. No, was it? God, why can't I remember? But I think this one was in the pre-perfect speculator scan. And once again, while I talk about it, I can just go look it up to see if that was the case. Boom, 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 boom. Um, yeah, it is. So that's why. I mean, that's why I got to take it, despite the low volume, despite it still consolidating, because it showed up in every important scan. So there you go. FSLR is a new long position. That's also 5%. The good news about FSLR and CY is high quality long signals. We don't risk much in either one if we're wrong. So we're not even going to lose 5% on either one of these positions. Both are 5% quality signals. My cash account, obviously, I can't even put 2% of account capital in each of these. I'm fully invested. Margin account, I don't know what's happening. I have no clue. I got to get a grip on that tonight. And then Tile is also producing a long signal. This has got two things going for it. It's an earnings winner, and it was in my Max Green Bob scan, so it was in two scans, but it's a recent earnings winner. Been watching it ever since its earnings win that day. It goes into a list, and then finally, after the pullback on light volume with Max Green Bop, it's moving higher, and miraculously this time around, Bop isn't falling like it normally does with these kind of stocks. So this is also a long signal. And besides that, though, there were so many others. Just showing the ones that are in Perfect Speculator scan and CanSlim scans. ELLI was in there. ABMD, LEAF, NOW, and then NXST. Then there was also XRS. Look at that one coming off a very round pattern. I mean, this looks almost automatic. I'm going to probably be kicking myself in the ass for not picking this one. SSNC, ANTM, PATK, that's a beauty. You know, NXPI, that's CanSlim and Perfect Speculator also. AMWD, this is CanSlim and Perfect Speculator also. We used to be long this stock. We got shaken out back in December, unfortunately, and now look at it. Damn, and now it's Perfect Speculator scan quality. So we're looking good out there. Also today, intraday, I had two sell stops hit on partial positions. Damn it. RLYP was too tight. That's supposed to be an ad, but in the cash account, you can forget it. I can't touch it. And AVGO, man, I knew this was going to happen. I swear to God, I knew this was going to happen. I kept the stop too tight only because the market was looking a little rough. It was at the low a day of here, and it pulled back to here, and I really didn't think it would hit it, but it did intraday, and damn it, by the end of the day, it's at 126.12, so I need to put this position back on because this is hugely high quality CanSlim and Perfect Speculator scan quality.